Hey guys, I'm Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. So today's topic is about the new changes announced in New Zealand regarding our visa category, which is called as Accredited visa category. So today I have invited Mr. Victor, who is from Victor Immigration, where he will be answering all the questions that you guys have raised in my previous video. He'll cover what are the new changes, what is this visa category, eligibility criteria, and who all are eligible to apply. So if you are interested, make sure you watch the video till the end. And without any further delay, let me invite Mr. Victor. Hi, Victor. Welcome back once again to my channel, Your Knowledge Buddy.
Thank you very much, Sarika, and greetings to all the audience. So, yeah, today we are bringing some exciting topics for you once again.
And the topic is?
Accredited Employer Work Visa. Why we are talking about this? First of all, New Zealand is inviting skilled migrant, skilled people and skilled migrants. So if you are one of the people, those who are looking to migrate and looking to work abroad, this is a great opportunity. So today we're going to cover what is Accredited Employer Work Visa, what is the accreditation process, and how you can get a 3 to 5 years work visa under this policy. Today, I'll be presenting this Accredited Employer Work Visa, which is at present, it's a 3-year work visa. And a lot of people, they have a question, what is the meaning of accredited or accreditation? So guys, I would like to touch base and I would like to first of all explain there are 4 types of major accreditations for the New Zealand employers. So number 1 is a standard accreditation. So if there is a small employer, those who are only looking for up to 5 people, migrant workers to work for their companies, they can apply for a standard accreditation. They have to meet some requirements. They have to be good in meeting with the immigration laws and labor laws of New Zealand. So they need to give the declarations that they are not problematic. They are not basically exploiting migrants. They don't have a history of that. And they will train the people. They will provide support to the people, those who are coming from overseas. And they will not take any money from them to offer them a job. So these are some conditions. So second type of accreditation is high volume accreditation. It means if there is a bigger company and they want maybe say 100, 200 people to work for them, they can apply for a high volume accreditation and they can get people from overseas. The third type of accreditation is franchisee accreditation. So if there is an employer which is having a franchisee business, maybe it's a cleaning business or a fast food business like KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, any of those, and if they need people from overseas, even crew members to work in the pizza shop or burger joint, they can also advertise and they can get people from overseas to work for them. And the next one is a triangular party agreement. So basically, there are some employers, they are getting a triangular party accreditation. What's the meaning of that? They are the recruitment companies. They are hiring people and placing them with the third party. It means employer will be somebody else, but you will be on a different payroll, but your controlling employer would be a third party.
So before we proceed further, I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to a new tool, which is going to blow your mind because this amazing tool helps you create amazing presentations, flowcharts, mind maps, and many other things through their AI-generated technique. So the name of this tool is Wondershare EdrawMax. So let's have a quick demo. Once you download Wondershare EdrawMax, you will see a screen like this where you will have all this option. Simply go to basic and here you can see all the options through AI like flowchart, mind map, form, and others. Simply click on create new here and click on this AI chatbot. Now tell the AI what you want to do. And here you can see you already have options for flowchart, mind map, list, and table. I click on flowchart and I'm going to tell create a process for exit process for an organization. And I'm going to click on this blue button. So you will be amazed to see how quickly the AI has generated a flowchart. So this saves my a lot of time and I use to create a process map. So go and download this tool from the link provided in my bio and in my pinned comment.
All right, guys. So what is this Accredited Employer Work Visa? So basically, if a migrant worker has a job offer, minimum hours you should be getting is 30 hours per week. And the wage requirement is you must be paid at median wage rate. The prevailing median wage rate at the moment is $29.66. So you have to meet that criteria. There is a sector arrangement. So for construction and hospitality, for seafood industry, so there are some exceptions. So if you are working in the hospitality, the employer can pay you a little less as well. If you're working in the healthcare sector, care workforce, they can pay you a little less. So basically, immigration is helping those sectors so that they can get the highly skilled people from overseas. So guys, the process, it's sometimes confusing. You need to have the clear understanding that how can you get this accredited employer work visa. So basically, it starts with the employer applies for the employer accreditation, which I've already covered with you. And then the second stage is the job check stage. So employer, after getting the accreditation, they need to advertise a position for at least 14 days. They need to consider the local New Zealanders and citizens of the country. First of all, it's their right to have that job. And if the employer can't find a suitably qualified person in the country, they can offer that job to a migrant worker. And then the third and final stage comes, which is for you applying for an accredited employer work visa. At the moment, this visa is given for 3 years, but soon, from November, this visa will be converted for to a duration of 5 years. And the people, those who currently hold a 3-year visa, they will be able to apply for a 2-year extension. So guys, as you can see my screen, any occupation. So I would like to emphasize on that. For this visa, you can be in any occupation. You can be a laborer with no qualification, no skills, no English. So you do not have to provide an IELTS score to be able to apply for this visa, but only you have to meet the health and character requirement. You have to be of a good character. It means clean police record, and good health. It means no communicable disease or disease which can cost significantly to the country. Maximum continuous stay period for accredited employee work visa, as I said, from November 2023, the maximum stay is going to be 5 years, which is currently 3 years. So these are some changes. And now I'll be on the next option. What is the way forward? It means once you get this accredited employee work visa, what you can do after that, how you can settle down in the country. So guys, if you look at it, you have 3 or 4 pathways basically. Number 1 pathway is applying for the simplified residence policy, which we have already covered in our previous video. You can click on that link and you can have a look. So there is a 6-point system which is going to kick in on 9th of October 2023. After accredited employer work visa, you are already having a job offer. You can apply for residency under that policy. Or the second option is if you are working in a green list pathway. I'll share a story with you. One of our clients, they enter the country on a student visa and a spouse dependent visa, and they work from work in the IT sector. They entered and they found a job in the IT sector of New Zealand as a software tester. So as soon as they found the job, we applied for their straight to residence visa, and within 6 weeks they got the residency. So 4 to 6 weeks is the normal standard processing time. So it's a great option for you. If you want to explore more about this, talk to us and we can guide you. So if you have a tier 1 job, it means there are occupations which are divided into tier 1 roles and tier 2 roles. So if you have tier 1 role, that qualifies you for the straight to residence. There are some criteria which you have to meet for the qualification, experience, and the wage rate. So we can talk about those in more detail. And the second thing is tier 2 role. If you are finding yourself in a tier 2 role, then you have to gain 2 years of relevant work experience in New Zealand, and then you don't have to prove anything else. Straight away, you get the residency only with good character and good health requirement. And the last and the foremost thing I would like to cover here is the care workforce and transport sector agreements. So what's the meaning of that is New Zealand is losing a lot of nurses and health professionals to Australia and other countries. So they want to fulfill that requirement and attract healthcare workforce to the country. And if you are a healthcare worker, if you come here, you work for 2 years in that sector, you will be able to apply for the residency under this policy. This is a pathway from the accredited employer work visa to residency. And another important announcement which has happened in New Zealand is regarding bus drivers and truck drivers. So class 2, 3, 4, 5 licenses. If you have a heavy license, you can apply for a transport sector agreement pathway to residency. So you need to work for 2 years in that, and you have to get paid around $28 an hour, and then you can apply for a residency. The last thing is, as I have just covered, so Sarika, these are the pathways. These are the 3 pathways which people can take after gaining an accredited employer work visa. So skill migration residence pathway, green list pathway, and the care workforce and transport sector agreements. So this is about accredited employer. Sarika, any questions for your audience? I'm very happy to cover.
So thank you very much, Victor. I have to ask you one question because I get this question very often whenever I post New Zealand video. So it's legally allowed for anyone to change their tourist visa to a work visa in the UK. Is that correct?
Yes, Sarika, this is happening. A lot of people are doing. So I would like to cover two things here. Number one, a lot of people, they are coming here on a student visa or a visitor visa. If they find a job offer and the employer has done the job check stage, it means they are accredited and they have done the job check. By all means, this is correct. We are converting a lot of those visas, visitor visas, into accredited employer work visas. So there is no problem with that. And another important aspect of that is during the job check process, an employer can declare that they intend to hire a family member as well. So we have seen plenty, hundreds of cases here where a family member is visiting the family in New Zealand and they are applying for their work visa, converting from the visitor visa.
So two things which I learned, then legally you are allowed to convert your tourist visa to any work permit if at all you fulfill those criteria. And then
second one is a relative, Sarika. So if, say, for example, there is an employer, so if your brother is running a company in New Zealand and if they are working from home or even like small scale business, in the job check stage, we are declaring to the Immigration New Zealand, we are telling them that I intend to hire my brother. So that's also acceptable, and we managed to get a lot of visas for the family members.
Oh, good, good. So it looks like New Zealand is an interesting or attractive country now for lots of people to move there. And this is the right time because of all the immigration changes are moving in the positive or the right direction, and which is more attractive for any migrant who are looking to move abroad, right?
Yeah, Sarika, because see, COVID has changed a lot of things and border closures and the brain drain. We lose a lot of skilled people to Australia for the better wage rate. People get around $2 to $5 an hour extra sometimes. So that's why there is a lot of vacuum space. There is a hollow space in New Zealand in the skill market. So I encourage all of our audience, if you are intending to go abroad for on a work visa, please try this policy out.
So any of you, if you got any question for Victor, you can leave your comments below, or also you can reach out to him on his email ID, ykvvictorimmigration@gmail.com. Again, I'll provide all the details in my description, also on the pinned comment. Thank you very much, Victor, and thank you for coming back again on my channel and sharing your knowledge with my audience.
Thank you very much, Sarika, and thank you for all of our audience for being connected with us. Thank you.
Thank you.